True either. I remember some of that. Like Tom and Jerry was like a big one. I do remember that much. I'm gonna race up the Elise for a little bit. It's such a small car by comparison. My god. Oh my god, it is a small car, Jesus Christ. Like, I remember like watching Tom and Jerry, Flintstones, Looney Tunes, those ones. But they were old ones on Cartoon Network. Like old, so I never really... Also, chat's always been in that position now. I don't know if that's the best one I wanted in. How do I fix that? I know. I'll put chat in top right. Sorry. I'm trying to fix this up. Oh my god, please. This is so irritating. Sorry, I'm trying to find the best spot for chat. Here, maybe? Is that the best place for it during races? We'll find out. So, your favorite cartoon of all time? I never really got into it. Maybe it's just like the style of it was not really what I was after, but I think I watched a little bit of it and it was okay. Sorry, I went on about myself. Why is it your favorite cartoon of all time? Sound? What's the one I grew up on? Probably Pokemon, I think. I wouldn't say Pokemon's my favorite cartoon. I watched so many when I grew up. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. That's fair. But we watched so many different cartoons. It was never just one that was like, that reigned supreme. Pokemon was huge for us, like, just probably one of the biggest things around. Dragon Ball Z was huge. Kids would talk about it in the playground and be like, I used to watch, like, the old cartoons a little bit. Flintstones, the Jetsons, what else was there? Tom and Jerry definitely were one of them. Yeah, I said Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes was fine. So I watched a lot. There was never like one that I was like particularly like, this is the only one I'm watching. Like, I watched Zoids. Like, I don't know. There were so many different like cartoons that were out. Like, me growing up, like I watched like Card Captors, Zoids. Definitely Dragon Ball Z, like the old Dragon Ball, which I didn't really enjoy too much because it was just a lot of filler. What else? Just like everything. I was a big TV kid. I watched so much TV when I was a kid. It was really bad. Like really, really bad, but I knew a lot. Like The Simpsons is up there, but I wouldn't say it's like my favorite cartoon of all time. Because I don't watch it anymore. Do I still watch? Like, do I still watch TV and like cartoons? Not really. I have 2 seasons of Dragon Ball Z that are sitting in my cupboard that I bought at a convention several years ago. And I bought it because the guy that I knew was like a really good friend. He was really into anime. And I was like, man, I want to support you, but like, I remember buying Dragon Ball Z, putting it on my computer, and then just not watching it. I don't know. It's for some reason, I watched a bit of it, and I was like, this isn't as cool as it was when I was a kid. I don't know why this isn't the same, but I guess there was less hype if I was just watching it myself. Whereas if, like, there was a new episode that came out in the morning before school, you could be like, hey, there was this cool episode of Dragon Ball Z that was on. And everyone was like, oh yeah, that one where Goku went Super Saiyan for the first time. And everyone was like, yeah! So it was just like a... more of a social thing, I reckon, and... yeah, I feel like a lot of the filler episodes don't really, like, tie too well. I mean, like, the Cell Saga legitimately has, like, 4 episodes where nothing happens. Like, before the actual event. And you're like, oh, okay. And then when it gets into it, it's really good. But before then, you're like, meh. But not as much. Like, cartoons have kind of gone by the wayside for me. I generally only watched them because we had cable at the time, and that was just a big thing. The discussions like who's stronger, Batman or Goku, we never really had that as much. It was more just kids imitating, like, Goku, which is kind of cool. We had, like, a big thing that went around in school was we had the things called Tazos, and they were kind of like sort of cardboard spinning top things. I don't know how to describe them, but they were a big hit, and kids used to talk about that all the time. They were like, "Oh, you got that Tazo?" Oh, really, Toby? It's a cool little tidbit. Yeah, we had, we didn't have Pogs, though. We had Tazos. They were slightly different. Although maybe they were just the name that they gave the Australian version of them. But we had those, and those are fun. I used to buy like a bag of Doritos or CCs or something like that. Oh, was it Tazos as well? Okay, right, gotcha. I thought it was just like an Australian thing because I've told people about it and they've just gone, oh, I don't know what that is. So I was under the impression that, oh my god, I suck. I was under the impression that I suck. I was under the impression that they went around, like they weren't international. They were fun. They really did sell it though. Like, they sold it super well with the bag designs. So they would have, like, you know, a Dragon Ball Z character on the front, and you go, wow, that's so cool. And then the Tazo would be like holographic, or it would be golden, and you'd think, wow, this is so cool, I got this Tazo that like does stuff. And it used to be just a really cool thing to like show it off to all your friends. They're like, oh, I got this golden one, it's really dope. And they were like, oh, that's sick. And that was always a fun thing. I remember starting one of the Tazo crazes by being like, yeah, there's like Tazos in the school canteen, guys. And they were like, oh my god. And it was pretty dope. That was a 111. I want to get a slightly faster time than that. Did I buy these Tarzas? Yeah, all the time. We bought the bags of chips that had the Tarzas in them. We would get like... So my grandmother had a whole bunch of like nursing care people who would come around. And there was one who was really awesome. She used to bring us Tarzas all the time. And she was like, oh, I had the bags of chips, but I don't really want the Tarzas. Do your kids want the Tarzas? And we're like, yeah, well, yeah, we do. And she would just like bring a plastic bag full of them. It was dope. She was great. I loved her. Just super fun. She would just be like, oh my god, I got all these Tarzos. I'm like, hell yeah. It would just be like a real highlight of the week. Or like the weekend, I think it was. Like, that was, I think, one of the crazes we had. We had, like, Beyblades as well. Beyblades are huge. They were definitely, like, a, nice old lady. No, she was, like 30-something. Or, like, maybe in her 40s, like, taking care of people. So, that was dope. Oh, okay. It was nice when, like, the nursing, people were really cool. The at-home carers were really cool. Oh boy. We're gonna get these ones done, and then, we're gonna get these final 2 races done, so that it sates my completionist mentality. Crack through Bull, and then we'll get on to Razor stuff. Hopefully we have the cash to be able to do this. I think we will. Can I beat them with this car? Yeah, I reckon so. I don't have an engine upgrade for it though, which is a little concerning, but I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I think we'll be fine. Genuinely believe that we have enough speed to be able to do this. And if we don't, we have cornering and acceleration, so I think we'll be okay. The only issue is the very first race that Razor has in his set list is a circuit which goes for 2 minutes a lap. I think it's like maybe like 3 minutes a lap, so it's super long. But we'll get it done, and then that's it. So he has like 12 races, I think, overall, same as Bull does. But it's 25,000 a race. And at that point, we should have enough to be able to do this. The buying the Lotus is probably a really terrible financial decision, but we'll see what we can do. We may have to grind a couple of races to make sure we get the, like, the final 4 cars, but I think we'll be fine. Alright. This shouldn't take too long. This little bit with one car, but they just fall off. Yeah, you need to keep upping the, the performance of the Junkman upgrades. It's tough. I definitely struggled a lot, because, like, they're definitely separated into tiers. So you're gonna find that things won't catch up as well. I definitely found that was the case when I did the Punso only run. It does like fairly well all the way through, but you really have to hard focus those Junkman upgrades. This is different, yeah. Same thing though, like having the having to sort of focus a little harder on stuff and sort of tune the car better. It does become a little more imperative on races that are just a little tougher. Like the speed traps are tough. I think they're like the hardest ones if you have like a car that's not up to scratch. Still enjoyable though. The Punto really does kind of hold its own towards the end. Like all the cars do. I mean, but the Junkman upgrades are really the way to go. You've got to, like, you have to take them. Well, you don't have to, but like, taking them is semi-imperative to maintaining at least like a pretty high win rate. I mean, there's no penalty also for me losing these. Like, it's time wasted. Which is not something I want to do, to be fair, but also I don't lose out on money, so I can't exactly say that it's like the worst thing ever. I'll do this drag. I didn't... What? What? How? I didn't think I was... The drag races continue to be the best mode in the whole game. Yeah, no. Damn it, dude. How am I supposed to get past that? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. God. Thankfully you can kind of like cheat as such by using the speed breaker to get around it. Alrighty, let's go. Time for bull. I think I'm fast enough to win this, maybe. Also, I think I need to change Kek W back to just be Kek W. I used to despise it a few years ago, but it's not as bad anymore. I didn't like Kek W when it first came out. It was just kind of real meme-ish. But I use it sometimes, so I probably will just change it back to normal Kek W. It's, I don't know, I just didn't like it when it first came out. I thought it was like super immature. It wasn't something I wanted around. But yeah, you can just go onto BTTV, but so is Twitch. Yeah, true. So it fits in. Yeah, I think that there are better emotes, the better ways to express yourself than having that. So that's why I didn't have it there. Just me being tyrannical, I guess. I just seen it used in like negative light, so I was like, I don't really enjoy seeing it that way. But I've seen it in like good ways where it just works. What's a 3-lap race? Whoa, but isn't a 5-hour stream in the making? What's up, bud? This is probably gonna end up being like 6. I was just thinking about you then. So we're doing Rune Level 1 Aggression Mod Co-op, right? That's the next thing we're doing? Yeah. They're regulated too. Oh jeez, watch my graphics card just explode. Hey Ed, hey. Just everything dies. This game is too long. I genuinely believe this is too long of a game. 80% is fine, but like doing everything is it's bad. I might test the regulator for DS3 again and see how it goes. Maybe I'll have like a decent go of it, like a decent time where it doesn't just set my frame rate to 0. Did you finish your regulator playthrough of Elden Ring? Or like make any like decent progress? Also, the aggression mod co-op was really fun. I genuinely, he's just spun out. He's fucked. I kind of feel like I bitched a little too much during Moog though. Millennia was fun. I was expecting Castle Sol to be a lot tougher though. I genuinely thought it would be a much rougher experience. And it's a bit of a shame that it was so... I feel like it was a little short. Like the overall playthrough was a little short even though we were out for like 20 hours. It didn't feel like it was a long playthrough. Oh. But I've actually had, like, I don't know, a desire to go back and figure out how to, like, properly fight Millennia. No idea these mods. Well, aggression mod is, like, basically everything knows where you are at all times and will just run towards you to attack you. Irregulator is, like, you take everything that the game does normally and then just shake it up into just complete random chaos. Which is kind of insane. But that's sort of how it goes. And then the co-op run that we were doing was a thing called Seamless Co-op, which was a system designed by a guy, or a mod designed by a guy that sort of streamlined online play to the point which was just incredible. It was really well done. And they updated it recently too. There were like issues with how it was going. Like if you wanted to like warp to a certain location with another person in your world, you couldn't do it because the game was like, okay, I'm just gonna crash now, and that was it. So we did a whole bunch of good stuff. And we just spent like 20 hours doing Elden Ring from start to finish. Like all the major stuff in Elden Ring anyway. We just finished it this morning. Well, my morning anyway. Yeah, no, it was really good. I still think that honestly, Ed, I want to do like a randomized seamless co-op playthrough. That was hilarious. Oh yeah, like I don't know how many hours of Sekiro randomized I got, but I think it was like 700 or 800 just from that, like just from one mod. And also, like, a whole bunch of other ones that Ed suggested over the course of, like, the last year and a half. Maybe, like, 2 years now. That gave me, like, a lot more hours in Sekiro because of that. But I still think it was hilarious that we got Fire Giant as Margit and the fucking Revenant just outside. They just jumped in halfway through that fight. I kind of want to do that again. That was fun. That was genuinely fun. Ridiculous. But fun. In fact, I'm really excited for the idea of just doing that as the next run if we want to do co-op again. Randomize it with aggression mod. It had to be Fire Giant Revenant, right? Except for the fact that Godskin Duo probably would have just respawned halfway through the fight. We got a good bleed off on it though, so I don't think it was too bad. This thing tops out at 308, it seems. Yeah, they would have had way too much health. We should try it though. I'm down for another attempt to like a randomizer co-op. I don't know if you want to put aggression mod on, but randomizer co-op could be really fun. And I think we should leave the scaling as it is. So even if we do get Fire Giant, we just have to deal with it. Alright. Oh my god. Okay. It's blacklist number 2. So we finally have... You know, it would have been really annoying though, because we would have got like... Give me the damn car. Got it. Alright, here we go. Last but not least, this is also really loud, so just turn it down for a second. God, that's loud. Why is it so loud? That's enough. We can probably turn the music on, actually. Random with 20% bosses, no aggression will be fun and doable. Yeah, I'm down. Do you want to do that sometime this week? How many races are there? He's only got wait. He's only got 11? Huh. Oh, this one goes on for fucking ever. I should have skipped this one. Fuck it, we'll just do it. This is gonna be a long race. This is like a 4-minute lap. 3 times in a row, so strap in, boys and girls. Where's he going? That's why we call him Hangman. Does seamless co-op work with randomizer? Oh, it does. What am I fucking talking about? You can set it to whatever, right? Okay, next week. Yeah, I have time next week. I have several days off. So we'll set up something for then. I'm trying to organize a Remnant playthrough with Goatsy as well. So we'll see how everything lines up with him too. He and I might like actually stream it, because that could be really fun. He lives? Yeah. Yeah, I was talking to him today. He was playing Doom Eternal. He streams quite frequently, actually. Like, at least a few times a week. He's been playing... He streams, like, a lot of Isaac. He's got, like, a pretty decent community, too. He's, like... He's doing well for himself. He unfortunately also has the same cheat table that I have, so of course his runs are going to be really good, but he also streams Isaac. And today he was fiddling around with Doom Eternal for a bit. With the sliders for boss randomizing in Elden Ring, what's the, can you set it to just 20% is that the only, variable that you can set for it, or are there ways of actually, like, can you set it at a certain, like, slider? Can you put it, like, 10%, 20%, 30% kind of thing? What the heck is going on with those two guys? They're just fiddling around on the screen for a second. That's funny. Is it Cola Estofado? Oh, jeez. And before I said something really bad in like Spanish or Portuguese. Was it Koala Estofado? You can set it to anything. Oh, okay. That's pretty good then. %20 sounds reasonable. Any higher, it just becomes silly. Sprinkle some revenants in there every so often, right? Man, I love Stormveil with like 20%, like when like 80% revenants. Oh, they're in Godric's arena? Awesome. Can't wait. Oh, okay, I landed it. I'm so good. These laps are legitimately 4 minutes long. Alright, so, if anyone has legitimately no idea what's happening, we're clearing the final set of races in this game. There are 11 more to go. They're fairly long because they are in-game things. We're getting as much money as we can from them. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go through the garage and buy a whole bunch of different cars. Those cars are going to be part of a list that we are going to slowly tick off. That I was too weirded out to try and figure out on like a split manager. But effectively we're going to go through a list of 32 different cars and we're going to tick each of them off as we go. What that means is that we will slowly but surely fill up the garage that we have and will contribute to the overall count of the cars that we've collected in the run. I think the garage tops out at a 20 car limit. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to end up buying and reselling those cars to afford the other ones down the track. And this is all part of the run. And once we've done all that, we will have successfully done all the ones in the garage. And we'll have to finish the game at that point. Because the last car to acquire on the whole thing is the BMW M3 GTR, which you only get from beating Razor. This is the boss, I guess you can call it, the final rival that you have to fight. And we have about, I want to say, an hour and a half left of this to do, only because we have to do the races first, and then we have to do the police chase, and then we have to do a final police chase, so we're in like hour and a half, 2 hours of this, just based on the fact that these races just will take a long time to do. Not a lot that I can really change about it, apart from adding better engines to stuff, and that's about it. So, strap in, strap on, and let's finish this up. Probably end up being like a 6-hour stream, maybe a little longer than that, depending on how the races go, and how the cop chases go as well. Yeah. thankfully, the good thing is, a lot of the cars that we're going to be buying this run, we've already purchased, we've already won from the blacklist themselves, so it's going to basically reduce the cost of the cars we need to get at the end. I do like kicking up this Lotus on 2 wheels, although it is a little concerning that we'll just roll. Thankfully haven't had that happen yet. Oh boy, hello. Turns out the AI don't know how to navigate that shipping yard. Or the dock at least. Oh boy, don't do that. We thankfully have some nitrous to keep us going, but that's a little sketchy. Okay, they all take the signpost route, which slows them down. So I think we're okay. Damn, yeah, this is a legitimate 12-minute race. Oh, boy. And that's the last one that we need to do as well, so it's not too bad. Easy, yeah. So we have 10 more races to go. 250,000 shouldn't be too bad. Let's get them done. Why are you knocking me off the road, bitch? This thing is a little pocket rocket, but it also doesn't have any top speed. Fuck, that is always so loud. Failed to thread. How to drive? Question mark? Ed, do you know how to drive? Alright. Oh wait, there's a...
Channel 3 be advised. Reckless driver has just come into 911, still on the line. Suspect was last seen southbound on Highway 99. Available units to respond.
I was expecting that to say too slow. Alright, another sprint race. Do I try other NFS? Yeah. I played Need for Speed Carbon. I played Pro Street. I played a lot of them. The old ones. Need for Speed 1, 2, Hot Pursuit. Played High Stakes. Played Porsche. Need for Speed Porsche was a big one. Played Hot Pursuit from 2010. Obviously this, Carbon, Press Street, and that's about it. They had a deal going recently for the Crew, I think it was, or like Heat. My friend Corey picked it up and he said it was terrible, so I haven't touched like a semi-modern Need for Speed game for some time. I genuinely enjoyed Carbon. Pro Street wasn't that good, it was just kind of strange, not the same as the other one, as like Carbon or Most Wanted, but it was supposed to be fun by some people. But it was just, yeah, at the time we didn't have computers like capable of running it properly, so yeah, I didn't play much of it. And I've only played like smidges of Underground and Underground 2, so not enough to just say, yeah, I've definitely played them. I've played bits and pieces of it.
Yeah, I've got a party. He's definitely code 6. Stop. He's taking off on me. Code 3, code 3.
Rivals haven't played Rivals, no. No, most of my Need for Speed, like, quote-unquote history was all, like, oh no, I played Hot Pursuit 2 as well, but most of the stuff was, like, the older games in the series. Yeah, I hear they're not great. But the new one's supposed to be good, like, Unbound's supposed to be really good. Although it's not out yet, technically speaking. Tag 35 police cars.
We just spotted him here. We're moving it. Okay, he's calling 89. Going back to the way. 06 MVA units surrounding him. Cover units heading up to the pursuit call. Be advised, this party was last seen eastbound on Highway
Alright,
99.
that's the time
Your
one
team
there.
only set up ahead of his last known direction of travel. This
Oh no, we do have another circuit race, but it's knockout. Yeah, I basically stopped playing Need for Speed when Pro Street came out. Although, I mean, I did try Hot Pursuit, like the 2010 one, and that was okay, but it definitely felt like I was driving a car on like bricks on like wheels. It was kind of strange. Didn't have the same snappiness as like Carbon or Most Wanted did. I've never played it, so I genuinely can't say. I do know that people didn't think it was good as 2005. What do you think of it? Thanks for the push. No, no! I just won that by the skin of my teeth. 0.13 of a second. Riley would be proud. Ugh, tired. I know your game is punk. You're selling us out. Yeah, it's not the same, yeah. It's just different, I suppose. Oh boy. I think they've crashed. AI working at its best right now. God, that's always so loud. Thankfully these laps aren't too long. No, for the most part, the Need for Speeds that I played were all ones from like the early 2000s, like late 90s. I had a very weird stint playing Hot Pursuit 2 for a while, until I realized that the high-end cars meant nothing, and they're all cosmetic. The performance, none of it meant anything, and I was so disappointed by that. I remember like saving up in game to want to buy one of like it was like a Lamborghini or a Merc or something like that, and I remember saving up, like doing like 10 races and going, oh, I'll just get this one. And turns out it wasn't special, it didn't do anything different, and it was just like a skin, but like it was pretty much just another car that was similar to what I already had. And that's what I can remember. Like the tracks are really good. The overall presentation and just system of buying cars wasn't that great. Look, there's the 5-hour stream. We made it, yeah. I'm getting tired. I don't know if I have the energy to be able to do these last races, but if I leave it here, it's going to be really weird on the VOD. Oh no. I have like 8 more races to go and police. Oh, God, and then I have to do Razor, then I have to. I might leave this for another day, to be honest. I'm tired. Seems like a lot of content for next stream. I think so, yeah. There's like 9 races to go. Razor, get in the cars, police pursuit. It's at least another like hour or so. Then I have to do Razor's races, and then I have to. Yeah, no, it's still a fair amount to do. We have. What do I have left to do? We have to win 9 races, and then I have to do. So I have. How many more races to go? 6. 6 more there, so they're all like 5 minutes each. That's at least half an hour. And then I have to do. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. I have to tag 35 police cars, do a 13-minute pursuit. 3 more. I'm tired. And then I have to do Razor's 5 races. Raises 5 races, and then I have to do the final pursuit, and then no, I think we'll just leave it here for now. This ain't worth doing any more of, I think. We've definitely covered a lot. This is the problem with the end of the game, is that it ends up with just so much to do. And I'm falling asleep too. Okay. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm tired. we've cracked through a fair amount of stuff. It's a lot of, yeah, it's so much to do. Well, not so much, but we still have to do that. Then we have to like buy the cars, and then yeah. So we have 12 cars, and we can sell these ones too. The Gallardo for 60k, yeah. The Aston Martin we've got for 45. Only 45 on it. Damn. All right. So we've got 12 out of 32 cars. I wonder if, and I don't know if there's like a limit in the garage in this game. I'm curious to find out. Anyway, we may actually have to like. Is it? Yeah, I'll leave it for next stream. I'm not really. I'm falling asleep. So anyway, appreciate you guys all hanging out. We have. Yeah. Anyways, we have a whole bunch of stuff still left to do, so I think, is it worth doing another hour, right? I don't think it's worth doing another hour. Yeah, I'm leaving here. Talk to you in 12 hours? Yeah, about 12 hours or so. No, less than. Alright, cool. I'm gonna leave it here. We'll pick this up tomorrow. We'll finish the rest of this off, and that'll be the run. So, yeah, we have... I'm probably just gonna relax for a little bit. Chill out, do something else. We're not gonna do, like, the challenge series. That... I did the challenge series the other day. It's, like, 7 hours worth. It's so much stuff. There are so many races that just don't mean anything. It ain't worth doing again. There are just too many races in the challenge series to do. The rap sheet's dumb. There's no point. You don't get anything for it. Game completion is whatever. You don't get achievements for beating this. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it there. I appreciate you guys all hanging out. I'm probably just gonna chill out and maybe play some Isaac or something off stream and just get some sleep, because I've been awake since like 4:30 this morning. So yeah, I'm gonna see real quickly if there's anyone on. I don't know if Charlie's streaming tonight or not. She may be. Let's see. Charlie, you on tonight? Maybe not. Distraction Crab's on there. He's doing no hit all enemies in Elden Ring. Let's go raid him up. See how it's going. I'll tell him that we finished the mod today. Anyways, thanks for hanging out, guys. Much appreciated. Let's do... Hold up before I start doing stuff. Let's do that one. I'm gonna say hi to Distraction Crab. He's chill. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll probably finish this run off, I think. I'll start a little earlier, so I'm not super tired, and then we'll crack through all the Razor stuff, and then buy the cars, and that'll be it. Probably like an hour and a half, 2 hour stream, and yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out. As always, I know it's an old game, not exactly my normal thing, but yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys soon. Let's get right up, Crab. Say, good luck, streamer. That's what we're saying. Anyways, you guys all have a good one. Have a good day, night, whatever it is. And we'll see you soon. Peace.